Adidas beats.
YouTube, it's your boy, Richie Ruckus. We are back here today. It is Tuesday, February 5th. I'm coming at you guys with a brand new sneaker pickup. We're going to do the unboxing, the review, and on foot. I'm kind of late to the party with this sneaker. They actually dropped this past Saturday. Things were in motion to get my hands on them. I thought they were going to be a lot harder, a lot more limited than they were to get. And then with work and everything with the Super Bowl, it was just a little crazy for me to get out and get them, and then lo and behold, they were still sitting today. So I was able to pull the trigger and pick them up, and I was very happy that I was. I thought for sure, I really honestly thought the hype around these was going to kill any chance of me getting them for retail and getting them as easy as I did. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan of going after stuff due to the hype around it. I kind of go after what I feel like I could personally style, what I could personally pull off, and this was a sneaker I needed to have. Hype or no hype, and it looks like either the hype died down very fast before they even dropped, or they made enough to command the hype. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. We're going to get right into this. You guys know the drill. Let's get a glimpse of these Warlocks. We got the Adidas LXCON in that white and navy colorway. I thought for sure these were going to be mission impossible to get, not getting them on release day. And lo and behold, sitting there, prime for the picking. 3 days later, I was able to walk in, Lapstone Hammer, grab my size, get out, get here, get this review going for you guys. These were a must cop for me. Now I know the obvious, there isn't boost. A lot of people will not rock with Adidas unless it got that boost bottom. This does have the Adidas print, Addy print, however you want to pronounce it, that was big in the 90s and early 2000s with Adidas, has kind of seen a resurgence with the Yeezy 500, but that's the kind of cushioning you're getting here. You're getting the Adidas Addy print, and this sneaker was kind of made popular and kind of garnered hype because of Jonah Hill's connection to the sneaker. I know a lot of people think that Jonah Hill himself took part in or designed the Adidas LXCON, but he did not. He kind of was just the first person that people seen wearing the sneaker, and kind of, I think the Adidas kind of used him as like a streetwear, and as a fashion connoisseur like he is, they kind of used him to garner that hype and to create hype. I don't think, it looked like it either worked really well before the sneaker dropped, or Adidas made a ton of pairs. Because I even checked StockX just to see what the asking price for these on the secondhand market was, and they're going for under retail. So it looks like I said, either the hype died down really, really quickly, or Adidas made way too many pairs and there was essentially really no hype driving the sales. I think the silhouette is very, very dope. I'm not one of these Boost snobs. I'm not one of these people who will only wear Adidas that contains Boost. I think that the big, bold branding on this was very dope. Big 3 stripes right here. You got in like the collegiate navy. You got Adidas branding going up the tongue. I'll try to get better video footage of them for you guys if you haven't seen these in hand. And then there's just like this clear piping that goes throughout a lot of the upper. It's back here on the pull tab, again through the forefoot up until almost the toe box, spinning back around and then coming back up the outside of the sneaker, and then making a U-turn and coming back down along the lacing system. It's got thick rope laces, which again are cool to me. The one thing I can see people not liking about the sneaker and the comfort level, I haven't had them on foot yet, so I can't say for 100% sure, is that although this is like, it's like a mesh net upper, and it kind of has the same exact sock build that the Adidas Ultra Boost has been made famous for, and I just don't know with this mesh upper opposed to prime knit, the kind of give and comfortableness you're going to get with this tongue resting right on the, the crest of your foot. But I went true to size. I tried them all for a split second in Lapstone. It's a lot of Adidas I can drop down a half size from an 8.5 to an 8. These I kind of felt the 8.5 fit perfect, so I didn't want to really mess with the sizing, considering I never had the sneaker model before. I kind of always feel if you're testing out a new sneaker model and you haven't talked to anybody that already owns a pair, or if you haven't, you know, had the ample time to really try them on, I always suggest just going true to size. Because even if the sneaker runs a little bit big, you can still probably pull it off. Now, if it runs small, Adidas, like I said, is typically a half size smaller than my Nike size. So if it runs small, and I went with the 8.5, which is going to feel like an Adidas 8, then I'm still in the same situation I would have been had I gone with the 8. So I really feel like just going true to size on a sneaker you never had before is the right look and is the right move. But let me know what you guys think. I thought these were cool. They came out in 2 colorways. You got this white and navy blue that I copped, and then there's like a clear brown that has like purplish 3 stripes, orange laces. Very, very dope. And you would think with my wild sense of style, dropping bars right here in the middle of the sneaker review, that I would go with that pair. And the only reason I didn't is I've been trying to get a lot more muted colors and a lot more colors I could pull off with a lot of other outfits. And I noticed I don't have a lot of navy blue in my sneaker collection. So I thought that, you know, maybe getting some blue just to spruce stuff up. You know, I'm in winter. I got the blues. A couple other things I do want to touch on before we get out of here and get into the on-foot portion of the video. I know a lot of people feel, and myself somewhat included in this, that the sock-like sneaker, like craze hype, you know, the 350 V2, the Ultra Boost, Pure Boost, the Vapor Max Fly Knit, just a lot of these like sock-like knit uppers are kind of over. And I tend to agree with that thought process. But if you look at like the overall build of the sneaker, and though the upper clearly resembles an Adidas Ultra Boost, I feel like this with this thick, bigger sole and how much and how hot, like how big and how high the midsole comes up onto the upper, it looks a lot chunkier and a lot bigger than an Adidas Ultra Boost does. We'll see once we get them on foot if I still feel the same way. Like I said, leave comments down below and let me know if you guys are feeling the Adidas LXCON, what you like, what you dislike. I just kind of think it was really cool to see. I like to see sneaker brands constantly evolving, and even though this, you know, wouldn't be, you know, a complete evolution, they're kind of using an upper that looks like an Ultra Boost. They're using a cushioning system that is, you know, predates Boost. I just feel like the materials used and the creativeness of making this sneaker, you can obviously pick up on by looking at it. One last thing I did want to touch on. I know, again, the camera's not going to pick it up because of the laces, and I don't feel like unlacing the sneaker to relace it. You could see the big branding going up the tongue. I know people are going to compare this and call this an off-white ripoff, and they've done it already with a few other Adidas models where they put the big branding, you know, worded, and the brand with 3 stripes and stuff like that. I know people have already called them out and already said it was an off-white ripoff. I don't lend credence to that because, what? Because Virgil writes words on his products and writes words on the Nike collab. Like other sneaker brands can never spell out the name of their sneaker. Like it has to just be 3 stripes. You can't write the brand with 3 stripes. And Nike can never, you know, spell out Nike on a sneaker. It has to just be the swoosh. I don't know. I just kind of feel like we're taking this off-white hype a little too far. But that's it, guys. We're going to go bang out this on foot. I will be back later this week with some more videos. But until then, I'm Richie Ruckus. Peace!
The number you have reached, 911, has been changed.